Let's talk about Erling Braut.
Haaland.
I'd love to be there, you know?
So about 2 years ago, I made this video about why Adidas needed to make Erling Haaland their next marquee signing. And for some strange reason, no one at Adidas HQ seems to watch my videos.
You're not him.
Since then, Haaland has re-signed with Nike in what is rumored to be the biggest football deal of all time. Now in this video, I'm going to break down the things that Nike have already done since re-signing Haaland, as well as the things I think they're going to do in the future. Now, the first major change we've seen with Haaland since rejoining Nike is a change in boot silo. So prior to his new deal, Haaland had always worn the Mercurial and was even part of Team Dream Speed. He even got his own signature colorway for winning the Golden Boy Award. But since he signed his new deal, he's now been seen wearing the Nike Phantom GX. Now, the reason for this switch has to do with one man mainly, and that is... So in my previous video, I kind of talked about how the only person who can rival Mbappe's star power was Haaland. Maybe Vinicius as well, but Haaland was the main one. And the Mercurial itself is already very much saturated in terms of superstars who wear it. So Vinicius, of course, wears it, but he's having contract troubles. Cristiano Ronaldo has his own, lifetime contract with Nike, but he's in Saudi Arabia, so marketing him, and because he's in his twilight years of his career, he's been slowly phased out. And Mbappe, for the last few years, has been being groomed to be the new face of Nike football, and he's pretty much already the face of the Mercurial now. So based on that, Haaland was always going to be second fiddle to Mbappe. But someone with the marketing potential of Haaland, it makes no sense to waste him or put him behind Mbappe. So they're going to put him in a different silo, which maybe doesn't have such a recognizable face in order to maximize sales. So the Phantom GX has loads of noticeable wearers: Kevin De Bruyne, Harry Kane, Camavinga, Rodrigo, the list goes on, but none of them have the marketability of Erling Haaland. So it makes a lot of sense for Nike to move him from the Mercurial to the Phantom. So moving Haaland to the Phantom makes sense now, so pretty much all of Nike's main silos have a recognizable superstar face. With the Mercurial, you've got Mbappe, with the Phantom, you've got Haaland, and with the Tiempo, you could say you have Van Dijk. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering why Haaland has to play second fiddle to Mbappe. Now, it's not so much in terms of their ability to play football, but I think it more has to do with them playing at international tournaments. Mbappe plays for France, who are pretty much always guaranteed to qualify for the Euros or the World Cup, and part of Nike's marketing, those two tournaments play a big part in them. And no disrespect to Haaland, Norway aren't always guaranteed a place at these competitions, but they're going to be there every so often, but it's not guaranteed that they will be there. However, we've seen it with Nike before where they've used players who won at World Cups. In Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the 2014 World Cup campaign, where Sweden didn't qualify, but he was still using the promotion for the tournaments. Now, the second most notable change that Nike have made with Haaland is F9. I know I'm not talking about that button on your keyboard, and no one knows what it does. Don't press it. When I say F9, I'm referring to Force 9. And with Force 9, we can clearly see that Nike have given Haaland his own kind of signature collection. Not just a signature colorway, his own signature collection. So other players which Nike have done this for are Cristiano Ronaldo, Kylian Mbappe, and the Brazilian Ronaldo. Now, unlike them, this one's a bit different. So CR7, R9, KM7, you can see it's the initials and their club number. And why haven't they done this with Haaland? Maybe because EBH9 doesn't really roll off the tongue. So instead, they're giving him F9 or Force 9. Now in football, you have the striker role of False 9. With him, I think Force 9 pretty much suits him perfectly because he's a force to be reckoned with, and I don't think I've seen a more direct striker in my life. So giving it a sleek name like Force 9 as opposed to using his initials is just another kind of marketing scheme that Nike are using. Plus it just rolls off the tongue a lot better. And Nike giving him his own collection after his signing just shows how much of a superstar they think that he is for them. So in terms of what Nike have planned for Haaland in the future, I've said before, he's already got his own collection called Force 9, so he's going to get his own range of training gear, kit, boots, a whole host of football equipment. Now what will be interesting will be the first designs for them. So in the promotional stuff that we saw when Haaland first resigned, we saw some stuff around the Northern Lights, and since he's from Norway, you can see the Northern Lights from Norway. I'd hope it's going to be a theme around that, or maybe the kind of color scheme of the Aurora Borealis. I think that's the technical name for it. Now when he's going to get this, I think he might get it at the end of this season, or maybe before the last game of the season. So at the time of recording this, he's already broke the record for most Premier League goals in a single season. So knowing Nike, they probably have something lined up, or they were waiting for this to happen before they actually release a signature colorway for Haaland. But after that, I have no idea in terms of what they're trying to do in terms of signature colorways. You saw with Mbappe, they kind of dig into his roots, so I think they're going to maybe go that same way with Haaland as well. Now this next one is more of a pipe dream, as in terms of football boots, I don't know what Nike planning for the future, but we've seen them tap into the kind of like power silo a bit with the Phantom Venom a few years ago, and you know, I don't see a better player to kind of promote a kind of power, accuracy, strikers football boot than Haaland. So maybe if they tap back into that, they'll have the perfect player to promote a football boot based around that silo. Yeah, but that's been it for the video, guys. You know, comment down below what your thoughts about Nike re-signing Haaland. Do you think he should have gone to Puma or Adidas? Let me know in the comments. And like I say, if you thought the video was sublime, like the video. If the video was subpar, still like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Be sure to follow me on all my socials: TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. A lot of teasers there. And once again, my name is Sub. This has been SubStanceFtbl. Thank you for watching. Peace out.